All right, welcome to Pacific Push on Taste Radio Dash Radio. I'm your host, Ogee Money, and today I'm with the Guyanese pop star out of LA, Jourdin Pauline.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hey, thank you for being here. You're working extremely hard. I see you making your rounds and you're taking Zooms while you're driving. A lot going on.
Yeah, I'm a go-getter for sure.
All right, so first off, congratulations on your latest project. I listened to it. I actually listen to it often, and I think it's very, very dope.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So tell the listeners about yourself, who you are, where you from, if they're under a rock and they already don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I am a singer slash songwriter, originally from Georgetown, Guyana, LA resident, and I write and do a lot. I'm your favorite bees niche, as in woman.
Yo, I knew I was gonna have fun with this, and just off the name of the title of your project, "Love Songs About Nobody," I said, "Oh man, this is going to be a good one."
For sure.
All right. So again, originally you're from Guyana, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Moved to LA when you were around 6 years old.
Yes.
It was horrible initially, right? The children
Yeah.
were mean. They couldn't take a young queen coming who was different. And then you were homeschooled, started out writing songs and jingles at 10 years old for Disney. That's enough. I'll let you take it from there and then like get everyone else up to speed.
After Disney, I ended up venturing off to writing songs for bigger artists. I did a lot of songs for TV and film and movie soundtracks. I'm currently working on two really major movie soundtracks right now. So I'm like in the background of it again and I'm seeing it. Now my musical like ear is more advanced. So I'm having a lot of fun with, making music for TV and film now. Um, yeah, I have some music coming out with Chris Brown. I've worked with pretty much every artist you could pretty much think of. Now it's just all gas, no brakes for who Jourdin Pauline is, getting my sound and who I am out there for the world to get more familiar with and love.
It's gonna happen. Based off of your music videos alone, you're very entertaining. You're very entertaining, especially the latest videos. Because I watched a lot of your videos early on, and I get that West Coast vibe, that LA energy from you. But the video for Nasty and Lustful Desires, I said, yo, Jourdin is having way too much fun shooting these videos right now.
I know, I love it. Ah, I love it.
All right.
I'm actually on diet mode right now. I'm shooting 3 videos this week. Well, next week. It's going to be a really hectic week. And then I'm coming to Hawaii.
Okay.
So here, I'm probably going to do a little content there. But yeah, this is really just like content season for me. So I'm shooting a lot of videos, a lot of product, and then I'm going to be dropping again. So.
Well, let me know. Offline, I'll hook you up with some great people, and we can talk to that. Now, I hope one of the videos or visuals you're dropping for is for Danger. Like, that was one of my questions, because that's my favorite song off your album. That's the hardest song right there. I got that on repeat.
Hey, that's fire. Danger is in the works. I am going to shoot a video for Danger, but also I wanted to make sure I go back home to Guyana and shoot like my island vibe songs there. Because it's just only right. Like, I literally have to go back to my roots and recharge. Like, I've been in LA. To me, it feels like a really long time. So I'm just ready to go back home, let people see what Guyana is like, the culture, get it on film, capture it so people understand. A lot of people be like, you're from Ghana? Is it Africa? Is it Ghana? Like, I'm like, no, Guyana is a whole new world. And I just want the whole world to be able to experience it with me.
No, who
But
better?
Danger's going to be something Guyana for sure.
I'm telling you, fire. So let me get back on track, because that was one of the questions or comments I had for you later on. But I do want to talk about the singles that you did drop and the videos. So, how involved are you with these videos? And did you come up with the concept for Nasty and Lustful Desires?
Yes, I'm very involved. I feel like that's part of my artistry is to have a say so, an opinion, or just knowing the direction I want to go. Because, like I say this all the time, I'm the one on the front line. There's a lot of people behind the scenes, of course, but like the world is going to be seeing me. Nobody's going to be seeing the director, this, and that. So I'm very vocal about what I want. I advise every artist coming up or just artists in general to know what you want, because you're going to either be biting off other people without knowing and then get sued later on, or, that whole process. But I am very involved. The next couple of videos I'm actually directing, because I didn't want to take the credit for my last few videos of like the vision and stuff. I don't know why, but now I'm just like, yeah, directed by Jourdin Pauline, yeah, concept by it. So I'm making sure that's going to be no. But I'm very creative. I also want to do videos for other people too, like have the opportunity to direct for some artists. I have my wish list.
All right, so I'm assuming that homie who was in the cage in the video, that was your idea.
No, that actually wasn't. But the goat was my idea.
Okay.
I thought the guy in the cage was pretty interesting as well.
Yeah, I had to rewind that. I was like, oh man, he had a long day on set, right?
Oh, he did. He had fun though. We took good care of him.
So now that things are fully opening up, right, and you get a chance to hear your records in clubs and other spaces, what's your favorite track off the album, personally?
Priceless.
That's my second.
Priceless. I love Deep, Pretty Girl. I like the whole album, honestly. It's just like, and as time goes on, I feel like people will fall in love with different moments, as life transitions and stuff. It's one of them albums that grow on you and builds a nice garden, like a safe place. You just always go back to it. But yeah, those are pretty much my favorite. I love the whole album. I really do. And then the new music I have coming out, it's just all gonna follow suit so well. So I'm just like, oh, I'm excited. Because you guys haven't really heard anything, in my opinion. So I'm like,
well, that's exciting because it's trap pop, and the project isn't very long. I want to say maybe 24, 26 minutes, but it's good energy. It's honestly great music. It's great energy. And I'm in Hawaii, so I'm riding around listening to the music, and I'm like, wow, this is good. And see, Priceless was another song. You started it off with Pretty Girls, and then I started listening, and I'm like, this had to be extremely difficult for her to select a single because every song had a potential to be a single. So what was your process with selecting singles? Nasty, Lustful Desires. We already know you're very in tune with your sexuality. It's on full display. It's powerful. But how did you choose those singles when you had more than a handful to choose from? Because Priceless and Deep, I actually saved personally. I said, now those are the two hardest. Danger. Priceless and Danger are the hardest for me. But how did you choose the singles?
Honestly, we're still like, because everybody I'm talking to, like, because I'm trying to pick the next single right now. That's why I'm shooting multiple videos so I can just have them. It's so hard. Like, it's literally so hard. Like, it's to the point where I'm just like, okay, forget, I have the music out. I put the product out there. Like, let the world decide, because even my fans find it pretty hard to like find a song. Like one week they'd be like, yeah, this the one right here. Like Rowdy was one, and then Oops was one, and then Priceless. But honestly, I just feel like, I don't know. Like, I still don't even know. Like, I don't even know. I just feel like I'm just going to keep dropping content, have the product out there, and just let the world decide. I feel like it's all going to catch heat. But as of right now, like, my next single, I just don't know. I really don't know.
Mark my words. Trust G Money. I'm riding around. I'm like, yo, Danger is the record. That's like a female controller almost, in my opinion. I'm like, nah, this is crazy.
Hey,
I'm telling you. My son was singing it with me in the vehicle, but I ain't gonna keep talking about that. Now, okay, so outside of that, you're very confident. You're a young woman that's been writing songs for a long time. And we briefly touched on that. It really wasn't easy transitioning when you came to the United States and you dealt with bullying. But at the same time, now you have a really huge platform on your social media. You have a lot of presence. So how important was that? And how did you balance that with being homeschooled? Was social media like your friend, or now do you fully embrace it?
I'm gonna tell y'all the secret. I was always into social media. Like as a kid, I was just always into it. I always wanted to make sure I branded who Jourdin Pauline is, Jourdin Pauline, Jourdin Pauline, Jourdin Pauline. It even like I was overweight at one point in my life, so my first couple MySpace pages wasn't me on the picture, but I just always
Wow.
have the name Jourdin Pauline, Jourdin Pauline. Yeah, Jourdin Pauline's about to drop some music. Jourdin Pauline, Jourdin Pauline, like literally. So I just felt like I don't know, like what we think about as kids. That's why it's so good to like install like power in your children at a young age, because I always just like already knew what I wanted, and I always knew that this is what I wanted to be when I grew up. So like it just became like a breeze. Like I was just attracting all the goodness that I was already like thinking futurely toward, you know? And I don't know. I just always stuck to it. Like I just always stuck to it. I just always stuck to it. And even though it took a really long time to get my following, like a really long time, I just stuck to it. I was mad, crazy promoter on Twitter, tagging everybody, like, go follow Jourdin Pauline. I was just literally a little media rat. And now I'm just like, I can't even imagine doing half the shit I used to do as a kid now, because like I had a lot of time on my hands. Now I don't got that time. So I'm like, man.
Well, it worked out for you. It worked out for you.
It
The
worked out.
generation, it's a powerful tool. It's funny. So you were like a young catfish.
Yeah, I was.
It's crazy, y'all. Danger.
I was.
All right. Now, I know that you were sitting on the title for this project for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And you're big into the affirmation. So talk to us about the current project and why you decided to name your project Love Songs About Nobody right now, to like to launch yourself out into the world.
I had an epiphany when I was really young. Like I had a dream of the song title, and I just woke up, wrote it down in my journal, and then decided to stick to it. And all the other names I like was thinking of for the EP wasn't really ringing to me, except Love Songs About Nobody. And I don't know, even though it's not a lot of love songs on the project, it just always resonates with me for some reason. And I don't know, I stuck to it. Like I said, like everything I write, like everything I wrote down in my journal, put sticky notes on my walls. Like I'm just making sure it is my duty and due diligence to stick to it, because you never know. God blesses everybody with ideas for a reason. He blesses everybody with, thoughts that may seem crazy at the time or too big at the time for a reason, because that's our layout. We get little glimpse in of our future, and it's up to us to utilize it and push toward it. So that's pretty much where that came from. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm gonna stick beside it. That's it.
Nah, that's dope. You trusted in yourself. You kept pushing out content. Congratulations on Spiral. Cracked 1 million on YouTube. So people, they tapping in.
Mm-hmm.
They're tapping in. It wouldn't be right if we didn't talk about that Zaza that you have.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know. You probably don't even have any on deck right now.
I don't, because we're getting in dispensaries. So we're taking it a step higher. No pun intended. We're taking it a step higher. Just branding it properly and making sure that more people will be able to try it out and see what it's about, and so it's gonna be in dispensaries all around very soon. It's a deal I'm working on right now, but yeah, we're gonna have pre-joints, weed pens. We're gonna have the whole nine of this Pauline exotic pack. Everybody's gonna be able to see what it's about.
So if the fans are on social media and they're like, "Yo, we smoking on this Pauline pack," it's not disrespectful.
Not
or
necessarily, because I'm not like a street person that takes things to that. If I was like a rapper, trapper, everybody would be like, "Oh, don't smoke on me." But honestly, it's different type of like. I don't know. It's not that disrespectful.
No, they got you. You have the pop. You have two strains, right? One is the pop star. It's a pop star pack.
Star and Pauline Kush, but Pauline Kush is getting rebranded. We're not going to necessarily name it that. I will be dropping that name pretty soon. I can't really say it right now because black people are copycats, but Pauline Kush will be another name. But pop star.
All right, that's good to hear. So for the listeners out there, do not say you smoking on a Pauline pack. You smoking on that pop star.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I do have one more question before we let you go. We know you're really busy. But what is your chemistry like with Killer B? I know he was very instrumental in this project, right? Executive produced the project. So what's your chemistry like with him?
Killer is a big brother of mine. Like, the chemistry is A1. He always made sure he looked out for me, like coming up in the industry. I got a lot of my plays ran through by him because he was like, "Oh, well, I'm in this session right now. Come pull up, come right," or go stuff like that. I'm very grateful for Killer. He's amazing. Chemistry's A1, but it wasn't overnight. Like, seriously, first couple times we got in the studio, he's like, "I don't hear nothing. You need to work on this. You need to work on that." Da 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 da. We just wasn't clicking at first, and then we got in one time, 3 days, completed the whole EP. So it's a time thing, and I'm very grateful for him. I'm grateful for the journey all together, because he's for sure part of making this go crazy.
Well, that's great to hear that you were able to take that constructive criticism and push, because you really do have a great EP. The energy is what's needed. I don't remember hearing any love song, honestly. Every time I heard a track, I'm like, this is pop, but it's pop, trap pop, it's fun. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the project. I actually text Victor. I was like, "Yo, Victor, this is fire, bro." Shout out to Victor.
Hey, shout out Victor.
But I really appreciate having you on our platform. Before we go, let the listeners know where they can contact you and not the Catfish page.
You can follow me on Instagram at Jourdin Pauline, JOURDIN PAULINE on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. JordinPauline.com for merch and show details coming soon. And yeah, go stream Love Songs About Nobody out everywhere.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. The beautiful, talented, and hilarious Jourdin Pauline. Hey, shout out to homie who was in that cage in that video, man. You the real MVP, homie.
No, for real. Shout out to that man, for sure.
All right, G Money, Pacific Push, we out of here.